Welcome back to Radiowave Nostalgia. Feel the dry wind and hot breath invading the cabin through the open window. We are crossing the ruthless American desert in the dead of night. The darkness outside is absolute, cut only by our locomotive's headlight, piercing the sand and the hypnotic rhythm of the steel rails. Sit back, loosen your tie, and let the sweat roll. Tonight, our spooky train is your stage for the unknown. We will walk through the different cars of this ghost train, from the solitary passenger seat to the empty diner, all the way to the engineer's blazing furnace. Along this claustrophobic ride, the radio will broadcast 4 classic episodes of tension, heat, and isolation. Every shadow hides a threat in this heavy, sweltering air. To kick off this relentless journey, we tune into the dark and refined archives of the Weird Circle. As our locomotive leaves the open desert horizon and plunges into the pitch black, turn up the volume, close your eyes, and brace yourself for our first nightmare on the rails, the thing in the tunnel.
Listen. That's the long moaning whistle of the through express, wailing through the lonesome night, crying like a lost and anguished soul in the mountains. Listen to it. I've heard that mournful crying for 10 years, and each time it reminds me of McGregor. Yeah, it reminds me of McGregor. My name's Kelsey, Howard Kelsey. I live out here solitary and alone because I like it. I hear nothing but the wind, and the passenger and freight trains roaring through the canyons and the arroyos of the Clearwater Range, and, of course, myself. I'm a lonely man, sure. I got too many memories. Ah, there she comes. She's through the tunnel now. The Statesman Express, 12-car Pullman roaring like a blast of thunder for home. Ah, McGregor. McGregor, are you flagging her through once more? I met McGregor by accident. In those days, I was new to this country, and I lived here with a fellow named Pike, an old-time prospector. He had a voice of sandpaper and a heart of stone. He didn't like me, and I didn't like him. But prospecting kept us together for a time. Nonetheless, we went out separately, and sometimes 2 or 3 days went by before we saw each other again. I first met McGregor on one of those trips. I'd come through some valley in the Clearwater Range, and just as day was beginning to fall, I found myself on top of a steep embankment, overlooking a gleaming set of rails. The air was dead silent, the mountains around me purple and velvet soft in the setting sun. It was all so still and so silent that, well, for a moment I felt the whole world had died. But just then, suddenly, I saw somebody move down by the tracks. I cried, "Hello, below there! Hello!" Well, the man spun about and stared up the track in the opposite direction. I called again, "Hello, below there! Hello!" The man spun about again, and this time he saw me. "How do I get down there?" "Over to your left. There's a path." "All right, thanks. I'll be down in a minute." The whistle called just as I began to descend. A rumble filled the air, and just as I reached the rail bed, I saw the tunnel, hewn out of mountain rock, and plunging from the tunnel's mouth, like some black, terrible monster, roared a train. It tore by me in a deafening roar. And then when it was past, directly opposite, on the other side of the track, stood the man I'd just called. And he was staring at me strangely. He was short and dark-skinned, and his eyes were sunk deep in his head. He wore a sheepskin coat and an old fedora, and he was holding a signal flag. "Hello. My name's Kelsey."
Hello.
I was just kind of wandering and Well, I saw you and I called and...
I work here.
Oh. Well, kind of lonely, isn't it?
It is.
What do you do?
Don't you know?
What? Well, should I? Oh, the flag. Signalman, huh?
And telegrapher.
I see. Say, look, if I'm breaking any regulation by being here, I mean, well, you look as if
I was thinking that maybe I've seen you before.
Where?
Over there.
By the tunnel now?
Yes.
But good Lord, man, I've never seen it before. I didn't even know you had a tunnel here. Well, don't you believe me?
I think so. My name is McGregor.
I'm glad to meet you, McGregor.
My signal shack's just down the road. I've got some coffee inside. I'd be glad to share some. Like you said, it's lonely here. Very lonely. You see, coffee's ready.
Well, can I help? Get cups or something?
No, I'll get them. Tell me, why did you shout what you did when you were on the embankment?
What did I shout?
Hello, below there. Hello. Those were the exact words.
Well, I don't know why I shouted them especially.
Are you sure? You had no reason? I mean, did you feel that somebody or something was making you shout just those words?
No. What makes you think that something did?
They might have.
Who might have? Say, look, are you all right, McGregor?
I'm all right, fine. It's just...
Just what?
Look, listen to me. Don't think I'm crazy. You mustn't.
Oh, why should I think it?
It's just... Well, when you see something, it's there, isn't it? I mean, it's real when you can see it and hear it. It's not a dream or a nightmare when you can see it there night after night. It's real, isn't it? Isn't it?
What in the world are you talking about? Put that coffee down. Over here. You'll spill it. Say, you'd better put it down and answer your key. Say, look. What's the matter with you? What are you staring at that telegraph key like that?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Leave me alone. Let me out. Let me out.
McGregor! Well, I stood there in the little shack, dumbfounded. And by the time I roused myself out of it, McGregor was coming back. He came into this shack, and his face was haggard, and his eyes strained, wide and unseeing. He shut the door.
It's gone.
What's gone? What are you talking about, McGregor? Are you sick or something?
It was there. I saw it. Why does it come back? Why?
Now, look, sit down, man. Calm yourself. You're not yourself. You better answer your telegram.
I can't. There's no one to answer. It's him that's doing it.
But who is him?
Can't you understand it? It's a warning. An accident signal. And he's sending it. He's sending
Now,
it.
listen to me. This can't go on.
Stands there night after night in the tunnel's mouth, and he shouts frantically, "Hello, below there! Hello! Look out! Clear the track! Clear the track!" Been going on for a week now, standing there and shouting in such an agony.
Well, it's the wind you've been hearing,
It's
man.
not the wind, it's him. Him. He's outside now in the tunnel mouth.
You've been dreaming things.
Then look for yourself. Look for yourself.
I will. Well, I walked up the tracks toward the tunnel. And then I saw it. I stopped dead. And I stared. And there, standing in the tunnel's mouth, wrapped in an eerie radiance, stood a figure. I could see him clearly. One hand waving frantically, and the other hiding his face. And I could hear his voice, like something out of the tomb, pleading.
Hello, below there. Hello. Look out. Look out. Clear the track. Clear the track.
And again that train whistle moaned amongst the hills. And all the time I watched him, he stood there waving, dressed in what seemed to be a short coat and a beaver hat.
Look out! Clear the track! Clear the track!
McGregor! Bring a lantern, McGregor.
Why? He gives his own light.
Bring out a lantern. We're going up to him. He must be real. And McGregor brought out a lantern. And up the twin gleaming rails we moved. The lantern cast a wan pool of light about us. And as we walked, it shook madly, running long, sharp shadows at our feet. And it was cold. It was so cold, my body shivered. My hands were as nervous as an old man's hands. And now the voice of the thing in the tunnel got louder and louder, and it was sepulchral, hollow sounding, and torn with grief.
Look out! Look out! Look out!
McGregor, do you know him? Do you know him at all?
No, he's not real. All week he stood there and called.
Clear the track! Clear the track!
He's waving his arm in such a frenzy.
He's warning me. He's warning me. But of what?
Hello,
of what?
below there. Hello.
When we are close to him, seize him.
Yes. Seize him. I'll seize him.
Stop it, McGregor. Do you hear me? Stop it.
Yes, I'll stop. I'll stop.
Pull yourself together, man. We'll be near him in a few moments now.
I'll try. That whistle. Where's that whistle from? No trains due now.
McGregor.
What?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Look out below there. Look out. Clear the tracks. Clear the tracks.
Now.
I've got it. What? It's gone. It's gone, Kelsey.
Down the tunnel, quick.
Yes. Vanished under my hands. Like a puff, he disappeared.
Come on, McGregor. In the tunnel. Come on. Look sharp, McGregor. He must be in here. He couldn't disappear like that.
The dead can. The dead can.
Stop it, McGregor. Now look about you. Do you see anything?
You won't find him. You won't. He's not real. You won't find him. You won't. He's dead. He's a ghost, a specter, a vision of death. He's the dead trying to warn me. But of what? Tell me of what? Of what? Of what?
And we did not find the thing in the tunnel. After a while, we went back to the signal shack. McGregor, I said.
Yes.
How long have you worked here?
Some 6 months. Why?
What brought you to this?
I needed a job, and there was one here. The other signalman before me was killed.
Killed?
Yes, a train caught him. Captain Beaver, that was his name.
What?
Eh?
What was his name?
Captain Beaver. That's what they called him, on account... What's the matter?
Didn't you notice, McGregor?
Notice what?
His hat. The thing's hat.
What about... Kelsey?
Yes, McGregor. It was a beaver hat. A beaver.
He's there again.
I'm going outside.
Wait, the lantern. I want to see.
Hello below there. Hello. Clear the track. Clear the track.
Look, McGregor. Look, his hat.
It is, Beaver. I never noticed.
Look out. Look out.
Then it's him. The other signalman come back from the dead. But why? Why? What's he trying to warn me of? Tell me, Kelsey. Tell me. What is the dead trying to say?
At dawn, McGregor's relief came. A young, sullen-looking boy named Carter. They both used a sleeping shack a few hundred yards away from their station, and it was to this shack that McGregor took me. But after a while, I fell asleep for, I don't know how long, until...
Kelsey, wake up. It's time. Wake up.
What? What is it? What's the matter?
It's time for me to go on.
Oh, I feel as if I only just fell asleep.
You can stay here if you want to.
No, I want to go along.
Well, there's the 9 o'clock express coming through. We'd better go then.
We left soon after, and when we reached the embankment, evening was coming down. And with each step, I I felt my heart thudding. The question loomed in my mind like a flame. Was the thing in the tunnel mouth? Was it there? The evening express screamed again through the hills, and its pitch suddenly seemed lifted to a tense agony. When we reached the tracks, my eyes were strained with staring. Well, we went up to the shack. Inside, we asked Carter if anything had happened while he was on. Nope, he said, as dull as ever. He shook himself into a heavy Mackinaw and said so long and walked out. We heard his footsteps fading. We listened to them as if they were the last living sounds we'd ever hear. And then they were gone. And we stood in the shack, hearing only the whistle of the express coming down the hills.
Maybe he won't come tonight. Maybe the thing's left us at last.
Maybe.
I dreamed about that all day. Maybe he's given up and I won't ever hear or see him again.
Even though you think it's trying to warn you or something?
Of what? Of what? What's there to be warned of for a whole week? Maybe it's all a lark, a joke. A dead man's joke.
Take it easy, McGregor.
Tell me, Kelsey, please tell me. Am I going crazy? Maybe I'm seeing and hearing all this in my own brain. I can't tell anymore. I can't. I'm so tired. It would be pleasant to escape, to forget. If I am going crazy...
McGregor, stop it. If you're mad, then so am I. I've seen the thing.
Then what does it want? What does it want? There. There, it's him. It's him again. He's outside. He's come back.
McGregor! I raced out after him. He was standing there between the glistening rails. And in the tunnel mouth, wrapped in its unearthly radiance, stood the thing, waving and calling.
Clear the tracks. Clear the tracks.
And then I became aware of the faint rumble of a train. The express. McGregor, get off the tracks! Get off the tracks!
Clear the tracks. Clear the tracks.
I seized McGregor and I pulled him off. And it was just in time. Like an incredible, fiery-eyed monster, the express engine roared out of the tunnel mouth. Thunderously, multiple eyes it plunged past. And then, unbelievably, it happened. I saw the rear cars as if they were toys, suddenly flung, hurtling off the tracks. A fearful grinding and crashing filled the air, and along the embankment there was a turmoil of twisted steel and fire. A sheet of flame leapt up. Smoke poured in billowing clouds from the terrible wreckage, and it screamed, it screamed. The night was torn with the cries of the injured and the dying. McGregor, get to your telegraph. Call for help. McGregor! McGregor!
So this is what it was warning me about.
Will you get to your key? There are people dying.
Look in the tunnel mouth, Kelsey. Look, the thing's in the tunnel mouth.
Clear the tracks. Clear the tracks.
Kelsey, he's still calling it. He's still warning me. This wasn't it. There's something else. There must be something else.
With the first sign of dawn, it disappeared, faded. And with the first sign of dawn, full emergency aid reached this lonely station. We worked all through the night and early morning. And it wasn't until mid-afternoon that McGregor and I parted company, he to his shack and I to mine. We promised to meet again soon, but it was some 4 days before I saw McGregor again. One morning I heard some rapping on my door. Come in. McGregor.
Hello, Kelsey.
Come in. Shut the door.
He's moved, Kelsey.
Moved?
The thing. He's moved.
He's no longer in the tunnel mouth?
No. It's left it.
Good.
Is it?
Well, isn't it? The thing's not in the tunnel mouth anymore. It's gone. Isn't that?
It's not gone, Kelsey.
What do you mean?
2 nights ago, it moved.
I don't understand, McGregor.
I don't understand it myself, Kelsey. But 2 nights ago, it wasn't in the tunnel mouth. It appeared further down the tracks.
You mean...
I mean it appeared closer to me. And it waved and called to me from its new position. Last night, it appeared even nearer in another position.
But why?
Can't you understand why? It's frantic, Kelsey. Frantic. It can't get me to understand what it wants to warn me of from the tunnel mouth, so it's coming closer. Maybe its time is running out, getting shorter.
Or maybe it was only an illusion.
Is the thing itself an illusion? No. I tell you, it's trying to reach me to tell me something, Kelsey.
You mustn't go back.
That's just it. I mustn't stay away. I mustn't.
You've got to stay away.
Can't you see? Maybe what it wants to tell me will ease it. Maybe it's an anguished, damned soul, and I can free it. I don't know. Maybe it's about a different accident. Or
what?
Or maybe it's about myself. Maybe it's a message to me alone. Maybe that signalman's come back from the grave just for me. I can't go away. I can't. I've got to wait until it reaches me, until I understand, until I know.
And in the falling dusk, we came down the embankment, hearing at the same time the first signalings of the Northwest Limited, the Statesman, winding through the Clearwater Range. We relieved Carter, and after he had gone, we sat down in the shack. Somehow, this night felt uniquely strange. Later on, I knew why.
Kelsey, I have a brother back east.
Huh?
If anything should happen, let him know. I'll write his address.
Now stop that nonsense, McGregor.
It's not nonsense. I feel it tonight. There's something... You'll let him know, please. You will, won't you?
This is foolish. All right, I will. But nothing's going to happen.
That's the Statesman. It's in the canyon now. I wish I were on it. Going past, never stopping. I wish... Kelsey.
Yes?
Why don't the dead lie still? Haven't they had enough of living? What insane desire drives them back again?
If you don't leave off these ideas...
The telegraph key's all right, isn't it?
Why?
See if the key's all right, Kelsey. Try it. Tap it.
Now, McGregor...
No. See. He has to be able to reach me. If the key's not working, how can he? Tap it.
Well, all right. There. It's fine. It works fine.
And it's strange. Where is he?
Where are you going?
Outside. I've got to see.
Now, will you please come?
Something wrong, I know. I've got to reach. I've got to...
McGregor! McGregor, the key!
Signalman. Captain Beaver. Where are you? The line. McGregor. Where are you, Signalman?
He was calling the thing. And all at once, I was seized with terror. I ran out. There in the moonless night, I saw McGregor walking up the tracks, moving slowly, calling, walking like a lonely, bewildered hunter in the immense starry night of the mountains.
Where are you, Captain Beaver? I'm coming. Where are you?
But something was wrong, because the thing was not visible. Even McGregor was aware of it. He halted uncertainly for a moment, his head turning in all directions.
Can't you find me, Captain Beaver? McGregor, looking for you. There's something wrong. Tell me. What should I do? Tell me.
The train, McGregor! The train! And then suddenly, as if it were a trick of magic, the air flared luridly beside McGregor, and the thing stood there. McGregor touched it. Captain Beaver, I'm here. What is it? Tell me. What are you trying to tell me?
Look out! Clear the track! Clear the track!
And again the whistle blasted the air. I saw McGregor staring, fixedly, face to face with the thing, as if he were listening. I saw the thing waving and shouting, but all at once I did not hear its words. And I knew that it was speaking to McGregor. Now I know what the thing was trying to warn McGregor of. And McGregor knew it, too. He found it out too late. The train and his own death. I saw McGregor's face contort with horror as he listened to the thing. And then suddenly he spun around, staring wild with fear at the tunnel. And plunging, like a cyclopean-eyed monster, the train roared down. The whole picture in that moment burned into my brain. The thunderous locomotive, McGregor transfixed with horror, and the eerie, gesticulating thing. And then the engine was upon it. They stopped the train a few hundred yards below the accident. There was nothing much to find, and less to recognize. I stood unmoving for a while. This was what the thing had tried to warn McGregor of. This. His own death. The kind of accident that had occurred to the thing itself once upon a time. I remember still the last time I saw it. It stood where the train had struck McGregor down, wrapped in its own radiance, holding its bowed head in its hand as if weeping, grieving that its warning had so tragically failed. Ah, listen to it. Listen to it. Forlorn and sad. Go ahead. Blow, engineer. Blow. Lament for McGregor. Sorrow for McGregor. Even the dead, the ghost of Captain Beaver, grieved.
Up ahead in the locomotive, the heat reaches its absolute peak as the weary engineer shovels coal into the blazing furnace. His face slick with sweat and soot, fighting to keep our heavy train moving through the unforgiving desert night. As the engine screams against the endless steel tracks, we tune into the macabre frequency of the whole of fantasy. Let the flames burn higher as we listen to our next tale. The Golden Bracelet of Amoniris.
I had gone over to Egypt with Dr. Jason Freeman's archaeological group to discover, if possible, the tomb of the pharaoh Amoaten. Amoaten had been one of the greatest rulers of the Third Dynasty. Other parties before ours had covered every inch of ground in the Valley of Kings, only to meet with failure. Dr. Freeman believed the lost tomb was several miles away from the valley, and accordingly, our base of operations was set up some 20 miles north of the Valley of Kings. It was about midday, almost a month after we had begun excavating. What I wouldn't give to be in a nice, air-conditioned room in Cairo.
I should imagine you'd be enjoying every minute of this, Charles.
I can enjoy it and still be uncomfortable, Dr. Freeman.
Yes, I suppose so.
We don't seem to have had much luck so far.
We will. I'm sure of it.
One of the men is calling to us.
Perhaps he found something. Well, let's see. Yeah, all right. We're coming.
Where's Professor Porter?
There he is over there. He's coming too.
We find tomb.
What?
We find tomb. Look.
Here. Let me see.
Well?
He's right. And we're in luck. The seal is intact.
What is it? What's happened?
We were in luck when we started to dig here, Porter. We found the tomb.
And the seal on the door?
It's intact. That means grave robbers didn't break in. The tomb is just as it was left centuries ago.
Is it Amoaten's tomb?
We don't know yet. We won't know till we get inside. There's no marking out here by the door. Maybe the sand is covering it.
What are we going to do?
We'll clear this area by the doorway. Then we'll use dynamite to blast it down. Men back far enough?
There isn't anyone except us within 200 yards of that door.
Good. The wire's attached, Porter?
Yes.
Then set it off.
You've done it!
Yes, a good clean job, Porter.
When do we go in?
You've forgotten about the heat, eh, Charles? You're caught up in the excitement of discovery. Well, it's to be expected.
Yes, but when do we go in?
In about 2 hours. We'll give the air a chance to get in there and replace that which is present now. I don't want to take any chances of one of us being overcome by the stale oxygen in there.
Jason.
Yes, Porter?
It's strange, but I have the feeling that we shouldn't go inside that tomb.
Well,
I don't know. I must be reading too many murder stories in my spare time. Everything inside that tomb is dead. Of course, nothing can hurt us.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You told the men to stay back at the camp.
Yes.
All right, then. Let's go. It's a good thing we waited. Still smells stale, musty in here.
Seems strange that there was no inscription on the door outside the tomb. Nor is there any in this passageway.
burial chamber will let us know whose tomb this is. Shine your lights up ahead. I think we're coming to it.
Yes, we are. Now, we'll find out if we've discovered the tomb of Amoaten.
There's an inscription over there.
Shine your lights over there. See if you can make it out, Porter.
It's not the tomb of Amoaten, Jason. It's the tomb of Amoniris.
Amoniris?
Yeah.
The legendary queen of the Third Dynasty. It's truly a great discovery.
Then you're not disappointed.
Of course not, Charles. We've come across something the world thought was lost forever. Amoniris, the greatest of the queens of Egypt. Even in the most complete histories of Egypt, only vague references are made to her name. But we were sure she existed. And this will prove it.
Who was she? Queen of Egypt, master of men, and one of the cruelest rulers of the ancient world. To disobey her slightest wish meant death to the one who incurred her wrath.
Let's see if we can open the sarcophagus. This burial chamber is magnificently preserved. I only hope that the mummy of Amoniris will be in the same condition.
There's an inscription on the side of the sarcophagus, Jason.
What does it say?
You see, whomsoever violates the resting place of the queen and steals her wealth from her shall die the death she reserves for him.
Nice and friendly.
They went to a great deal of trouble to frighten the grave robbers away. Inscriptions like that one appealing to the superstitious natures of their people. They hoped it would say their tombs were being ransacked. For the ancient Egyptians believed that they needed their wealth and possessions after death.
Well, it certainly made me think for a minute.
Oh, there's nothing to it. Isn't it right, boy?
No, there's nothing to it.
Now then, let's see if we can't roll the top of this sarcophagus off. The three of us together. Right. All right. All together now. A little more. That does it.
Shall die the death.
Yes. There she is. Wrapped in mummy cloth, and her head covered by a gold mask. The mummy of Amoniris.
Whosoever violates my tomb shall die.
Listen.
What's the matter, boy?
Didn't you hear it?
Hear what?
The voice.
Oh, you're imagining things, Ford.
No, I'm not. I heard something, I tell you. A woman's voice saying, whomsoever violates my tomb shall die.
Both Freeman and I stared at Dr. Porter in amazement. He had backed away from the sarcophagus and stood staring down at the still figure of Amoniris in horror. Then he looked apprehensively around the burial chamber as if searching for someone.
What's the matter with you, Porter?
I tell you, I heard something.
I thought I heard something too, like an animal howling.
And that's all?
Yeah, that's all.
Well, I heard the animal, too. But I didn't hear any voice, Porter.
Maybe you imagined you heard it.
It's possible that I imagined it, but it was so real. As if she were standing right beside me.
Stop looking around the burial chamber. There's no one else in here.
Are you sure?
Of course we are.
You don't look at all well, Porter. Maybe you'd better go outside and get some air.
No, I'll stay here with you.
Then forget about what you thought you heard. Sound like a superstitious fool.
I'm sorry, but...
Forget it.
What do you want me to do?
We're going to unwrap the mummy. See what jewels and articles of value it has in its person. You've done this before, Porter. I think you should take charge of the job. That's it. That's the last of it.
What a remarkable state of preservation she's in.
Look, on her left wrist. That's a gold snake bracelet.
Yes, I noticed it before. Beautiful workmanship.
It looks almost as if it were alive.
But it's not. It's getting late. We're going to go back to camp now. We can catalog the contents of the burial chamber tomorrow.
It moved. What moved? The snake bracelet. It moved.
Nothing's moved, Porter, except your imagination. You don't stop it. I'm going to recommend that you be sent back to the States.
I'm sorry, Jason. I don't know what's the matter with me. I thought it moved.
You're not a superstitious man, Porter. Well, that's one of the reasons I wanted you with me in this expedition. But you're sounding like a frightened fool. I'll forget this nonsense once and for all. We'll go back to camp, eat, and then get a good night's sleep. I'm sure that's all you'll need to make you forget about your strange notions.
What time is it?
Almost 10:30.
We'd better turn in if we're going to get that good night's sleep you were talking about.
I don't feel like sleeping.
Oh, you will once you lie down. You'd better go to your tent, Porter.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Well, good night.
I'm worried about him, Charles.
Oh, he's just tired, Jason. He'll be all right in the morning.
I hope so. All this nonsense about a voice and then saying you saw the snake bracelet move. You know, you'd think something was happening to his mind.
That jackal out there. I hope it finds something to eat and stops howling. Ever since we made camp here, at night it's been out there, as if it were waiting for something.
You get used to it after a while.
I heard that cry while we were in the tomb today.
I heard something myself. But it could have been the wind rushing through the passageways. You sound as if you're afraid.
Oh, I don't think I am.
That's what the ravings of an upset mind can do. If Porter isn't better in the morning, I will send him back.
Well, you know, while we were in there today, I could almost believe that he had heard something.
Now, don't tell me you're starting to believe it.
What was that?
I don't know. It sounded like a scream.
That's what I think it was.
I heard a scream.
Yes.
So did we.
It came from the tomb.
Are you sure?
Yes. My tent is at least 100 yards closer to the tomb than you are. I heard it quite clearly.
Maybe we better take a look, eh? Get your flashlights. One of the workers might have gone in there and hurt himself. Let's see what's happened. Anyone in here? Shine your lights around.
Well, that doesn't seem...
Over there. Next to the sarcophagus.
It's one of the workers.
He shouldn't be in here.
Something's happened to him.
Here, you. Get up. Get out of here.
Just a minute.
What are you feeling his pulse for?
He is dead.
What?
He is dead.
And look. Around his wrist. That's the snake bracelet the mummy wore.
There's a strange mark on his wrist, like the fang marks of a snake.
Let me see. Those are fang marks.
What's wrong?
I felt it move.
What move?
The snake bracelet.
You're insane.
No, Jason. It did slip down his wrist a little.
And now, it's on the floor. Well, there's nothing to be afraid of, Porter. It's just a gold bracelet. An inanimate object that can harm no one.
In the days that followed, we cataloged all the contents of the tomb. It was an exceptionally rich store of treasures that had been buried there with the Queen. Many of the objects we left with the Egyptian Department of Antiquities. But we were allowed to bring the mummy of Queen Amoniris and a small part of the jewelry and other articles back to America with us. Among them was the snake bracelet. About a month after our return, Jason Freeman invited Dr. Porter and me over to his house one evening.
Gentlemen, my wife, Laura.
How do you do?
A pleasure, Mr. Freeman.
Spoken of you often.
And he's spoken of both of you often also. I feel as though I know you already.
I see you're wearing the gold bracelet we found in the tomb.
Yes, a gift from my husband. The other things he presented to the museum.
Did he tell you about...
Yes, he mentioned that it was found on the wrist of a dead man.
Porter seems to believe that, excuse me. Hello? Yes. This is Jason Freeman. What's that? Well, that's not possible. I see. Yes. Well, thanks for letting me know. Goodbye.
Who was it, dear?
Dr. Stevens. The curator of the museum.
Anything wrong, Jason?
Yes. You see, the mummy of Amoniris is missing from its glass case. The case is completely shattered, but the mummy is gone.
Well, who would want to see
Stevens said the watchman told him he saw something walking across the grass outside the museum.
What do you mean?
He said it was the mummy he saw. You are listening to the tale of the Golden Bracelet of Amoniris on this week's journey down the corridors of the Hall of Fantasy. We'll return to our story in just a moment. And now, back to our story entitled The Golden Bracelet of Amoniris.
Jason Freeman had just received a telephone call from Stevens, the curator of the museum. From him, he learned that the glass case in which the mummy of Amoniris had been placed had been destroyed, and the mummy was gone.
Are you serious, Jason?
Quite serious, my dear. Stevens said the night watchman had seen the mummy walking.
That's absurd.
No, not necessarily. Since I've been back, I've tried to learn everything I could about Amoniris. The bracelet you're wearing, Mrs. Freeman, has a definite connection with her.
What are you talking about, Porter?
Well, look, Amoniris had that snake bracelet especially made for her. Once she came into possession of it, she built her whole life around it. She believed that if the bracelet was taken from her, it would result in her death. And so she guarded it jealously. But one night, as she lay sleeping, it was stolen from her wrist.
And
She awoke to find it gone. She learned that one of the high priests had it in his possession. And so she went to him and demanded it. She went alone. When she walked into the trap the priests had laid, they killed her.
I know that story too, Porter. That's only one of the legends that surround Amoniris.
That's right, Jason, only one. But I'm not through telling you about her yet.
oh, why don't you forget about her, Professor?
Because it may mean our deaths if I do.
I think your mind's going back on you, Porter.
I don't care what you think. I'm trying to help you, and I think you should listen.
And I think that you...
Oh, now, Jason, let him talk.
According to the legend surrounding her, it is said that if the bracelet is removed from her wrist, Amoniris will wake from her long sleep to recover the bracelet. And with her, she will bring death.
I know that story too, Andrew. And it's all Tommy, right?
I don't think it is, Jason. I think it's true.
Then I think you're as stupid as the story you're telling.
Jason.
I'm sorry, my dear.
The mummy is gone, Jason.
Well, someone could have taken it.
Not according to the night watchman.
And he could have been drinking.
He saw something, Jason. Something out on the lawn in front of the museum.
I'm going to take this thing off.
What's the matter with you? All of you. This is the 20th century, not the Dark Ages.
How far is the museum from here?
About half a mile.
And it shouldn't be too long.
What do you mean?
The mummy should be here soon.
Listen.
Dog. Only a dog.
I'm not so sure. It could be the cry of a jackal.
I refuse to stay in here and listen to such stupid nonsense. I'm going out for a walk.
Jason, don't go out there.
I'm not going to stay here and listen to a lot of foolishness.
Jason!
Let him go.
Oh, I'm sorry that I made your husband angry, Mrs. Freeman. It's just that I believe that we never should have entered the tomb of Amoniris.
Andrew.
Yes?
Mrs. Freeman set the snake bracelet down on the coffee table. Now, no one has touched it since. Do you see what I see?
It's moved.
Oh, that's no dog out there.
What are we going to do?
I think that we
That's Jason.
We better see what happened.
He shouldn't have gone out there.
Let me in.
Open the door, Porter.
It's out there.
What's out there?
The mummy. I saw it.
Then the story is true.
I owe you an apology, Porter. I'm sorry.
What are we going to do?
It must be destroyed.
But how? That thing from the past is 5,000 years old and still lives.
It's getting closer to us.
We have to think of something.
It's trying to break down the door. Get back! Do you have a gun in the house?
No.
Any other weapon?
Nothing at all. Besides, what good would bullets do against it?
That door won't hold up much longer.
We have to think of something.
Fire.
What's that?
The way to destroy it. Fire. Jason, Do you have any kerosene, any turpentine, anything flammable around the house?
Not that I know of.
Oh, I have some cleaning fluid in the kitchen.
Get it, and some old rags that we can soak with it.
I'll be right back.
Now look, when it breaks in, it'll probably head first for the bracelet, and then for us.
Yes.
Now, we'll soak the rags in the cleaning fluid, and when it gets close enough to us, we'll light them and throw them at the mummy. It's been kept dry through all these centuries. It should burn like a torch.
The next time, the door will break in.
We must be absolutely certain that the burning rags fall on the mummy.
What about the house?
What do you want to save? Your house or your life?
Here it is.
Good. Now, pour the cleaning fluid over these rags.
Here, I'll do it.
Make sure the rags are completely soaked with the fluid.
Don't worry, I will.
Oh!
It's there, steady in the doorway.
Seize the bracelet.
Remember, when it picks up the bracelet, we throw the burning rags at it.
That's all the cleaning fluid.
It's got the bracelet. All right, light the rags. Right.
All right, hurry!
It's starting for us.
All right, throw the rags. That's it. It's starting to burn.
But it hasn't stopped.
Back away! Back away!
Are you sure the fire's completely out?
Yes.
I was afraid that we'd never be able to stop it.
So was I.
Yes. But we did stop. And the mummy is destroyed.
Well, there's nothing left but ashes.
And the bracelet.
Yes, and the bracelet. Only the flames melted it down, so that it's lost all shape and form. That's all there is left of the golden bracelet of Amoniris.
We leave the roaring locomotive behind and step into the eerie quiet of the empty dining car. Half-finished drinks sit on the tables, and the sweltering desert night presses hard against the glass. As our lone passenger tries to find a moment of peace in this heavy, breathless air, we tune our dial to a classic adventure broadcasted in 1949. Wipe the sweat from your brow as escape. Brings us the blistering tension of Plunder of the Sun.
Tonight, we escape to the high mountains of Peru and the hunt for a fabulous treasure of ancient Inca relics, for which men are willing to die and to kill, as David Dodge tells it in his exciting novel, Plunder of the Sun. Living the way I do by my wits, you get into all kinds of risky deals, but I had no idea when I took Senor Berrien's little job that it would lead me to terrible danger, to a beautiful woman, and to a fabulous buried treasure of the Incas. I didn't have to take the job, but you see, there was Ana Luz. She was Senor Berrien's nurse, pushed him around in his wheelchair, gave him his heart medicine, and so on. I first saw her that day when we all met in the park at Valparaiso. Here, let me brush that bench off for you first, senorita. It's pretty dirty, I'm afraid.
Gracias, senor.
Not at all.
You are simpático, senor.
Senor Colby,
Right, Senor Berrien. Now, what can I do for you?
I am told that you are a capable man. One who can be persuaded sometimes to take on a delicate assignment.
Is it legal?
Senor Colby, I am a reputable businessman. There are, however, complications.
For instance?
For instance, I am going by boat back to my home in Peru. I wish to take along a small package. But this package contains an ancient Peruvian relic of great historical value. Peruvian law prohibits the export of such things. But this was smuggled out of Peru. I have come to Chile and recovered it, and I wish to return it to its rightful place in Peru. Unfortunately, however, Chilean law also prohibits its removal, and so...
So you want me to smuggle it for you?
Smuggle? Well, not exactly, but you see, I cannot carry it. I am too well known as a collector of such things. I will be thoroughly searched. However, you will be American tourists. You see, you would be performing a service to my country.
You put it nicely, senor, but it's still smuggling if I'm caught.
I shall pay you 1,000 American dollars.
Oh? You will pay, not the government.
I am a collector and an archaeologist. My name will be forever connected with the recovery of this relic. That is what matters to me.
Well, I could see a lot of Peru on $1,000. Especially if I, had someone to show me around. Will the senorita be coming along?
See, of course. And most grateful to you.
All right. I'll do it. The worst part of the boat trip was that I wasn't supposed to be seen with Berean or Ana Luz. The first day out, I was standing at the rail talking to one of the passengers, another American, as they came along.
Yeah, it's a nice country. Lots to see in South America. Have you been to the Inca ruins in Cusco?
No, I haven't gotten up that far yet.
Oh, well, you'll find it... Oh, pardon me.
Hmm?
Well, buenos dias, Don Alfredo.
Yeah? Buenos dias, senor.
You're in good health, I trust?
Sí, gracias.
And how are you, Ana Luz?
I am very well, Senor Jefferson. Gracias.
Good. I hope to see you later, perhaps.
Hasta luego, senor.
Oh, sure. Hasta luego, Don Alfredo.
Your friend seems surprised to see you here.
Surprised? He almost had another heart attack, the old robber.
Interesting-looking man. Who is he?
Name's Berean, Peruvian dealer in antiques.
Oh, and the girl?
Oh, his nurse.
Even more interesting.
Yes, isn't she?
Tell me, are you perhaps also a dealer in antiques?
Me? I'm just a tourist, like you.
That was the first hint of trouble. When Berean saw this tourist, Jefferson, his face had gone white with fear, and I knew I better keep a close eye on the man. On our last night out, trouble came. I'd been playing poker with Jefferson and some of the passengers in the smoking room. When Jefferson left, I got out of the game as soon as I could and went to my cabin. Just as I turned into the corridor, I saw a dark figure hurrying away from my door. I went into my cabin and looked around. Everything seemed all right until I noticed the catch on my suitcase had been opened. Then I knew that hurrying figure couldn't have been Jefferson. He was too tall, and only one person knew I had the package. I went out into the corridor. There was a light on in her cabin, and I entered without knocking.
Oh, Senor Colby, what do you want?
Ready for bed, senorita? Bathrobes, slippers? What do you have on under that?
Senor Colby.
Let me see.
Stop it!
Just as I thought, senorita. Why are you fully dressed under your robe?
That is none of your business.
I think it is. It was a waste of time, senorita. I carry the package on me.
Oh, senor.
Now suppose we go next door to Berean's cabin and tell him you're not as trustworthy as he thought.
Oh, you don't...
That you're trying to get the package, too. We'll let him find out why. All right, come on.
He's asleep.
We'll wake him up.
You cannot. I have given him sleeping pills.
We'll see. Come on.
Take your hands off me. Let me go. Wait.
Huh?
That was Senor Berean's little bell. Beside his bed. There is something wrong.
Now listen,
Let me go. I must go to him.
All right, we'll go together. Where's the light? Something hit me in the jaw and I went down hard. Somebody rushed past me and out into the corridor.
Senor Colby. Senor Colby. Hurry, turn on the light.
Huh?
By the door. Something is wrong.
All right. Wait a minute.
Don Alfredo. Don Alfredo.
Yeah. Something's wrong, all right. He's dead. Don Alfredo Berean was dead of a heart attack, or so the authorities in Callao said. I wasn't so sure they were right, but they seemed to want as little trouble as possible. All I wanted then was my $1,000. But it looked like I was holding the bag unless I could find out what the package was and turn it into money. As soon as I was alone in my hotel room, I unwrapped it. All it contained was a tangle of little colored strings and a page of old manuscript in a language I didn't know. I could make nothing of it, so I took it to the curator of the Callao Museum.
Very interesting, very. Where did you get it?
From a friend. What is it?
A capu, an Inca message cord, a beauty.
Yeah, what's the message?
It is not exactly a message, senor, just a reminder of a story already known to the teller. Like tying a string around your finger for a reminder. Was there no manuscript with it?
Perhaps.
Aha. Then the manuscript will tell the story.
Look, can you translate it for me?
Unfortunately, I do not know the language of the Incas.
Well, could you recommend anybody?
The best is Don Alfredo Barriam.
No good, he's dead.
What? Don Alfredo dead?
This morning, of a heart attack on the boat from Chile.
Oh, a pity. He was a fine man. Now, I don't know. Perhaps Senor Najarro could do it, but I strongly advised you to turn it over to the museum. Under Peruvian law, it belongs to the government. Should you try to exploit it, you might get into serious trouble.
Thanks, I'll remember that. When I got back to the hotel, Anna Luce was waiting for me in the lobby.
Oh, Senor Colby,
Oh, Anna Luce. You come to show me the town?
I have come for the package. You may give it to me now.
Why, you was there?
I was the closest to him.
No, it's not good enough, senorita. He obviously didn't mean for you to have it, or you wouldn't have tried to steal it from me.
Well, I must have it. For me, it is a kind of ransom. With it, I may buy my freedom.
Your freedom? From what?
From slavery, senor. Here in Peru, we have a kind of slavery. My family was too poor to care for me, so they gave me to a rich family as a servant. I am therefore the possessor of my patron, who raised me. With this package, I can repay my debt to him and thus be free.
But if Berean was your patron, it would seem that...
He was not my patron.
Who then?
I cannot tell. Oh, please, senor. Please, you said that you would like to be my friend. Perhaps, somehow, that could be.
Look, Anna Luce, I want to help you if I can.
Well, then
but I can't give you the package. I have to play the game my way. I'm sorry, Anna Luce. Very sorry. Suddenly, she was dead-looking and walked away from me. I knew she wasn't lying, that it was terribly important to her. Well, I supposed I'd lost her now, and I went up to my room feeling pretty miserable about it. The minute I opened the door, I knew something was wrong, but too late. Everything went black. When I came to, I was trussed up on the bed, tied hand and foot, and Jefferson was standing over me, the package in his hand, grinning.
You were pretty easy, chum. Didn't even muss my hair.
Oh. Hello, tourist. So you got it, huh? It was you in Berean's cabin, of course.
Of course.
Now I owe you 2 good socks. Not to mention something for Berean's murder and the loss of my commission.
I didn't kill him. He was dead when I got there.
So you say.
So I say. Anyway, now you can forget it, chum. You're all finished with this little party.
That's what he thought then. And as he left, I was wondering how he'd feel when he unwrapped the package and found it full of old newspaper clipping. After I got untied, I went down and got the manuscript out of the hotel safe. Took it to a photography shop and had 3 blow-up prints made of it. One of these I cut up word by word and separated the words into 3 piles. One pile I took along when I went out to look up Senor Najarro. He turned out to be an old crow of a man, bald and harmless looking, but sharp.
See, very interesting. These words are cut from a photograph of a manuscript, and you want me to translate them? That is hard, senor. They are out of context. It would be much easier if I could use the original or another photograph.
No, we'll do it this way.
Oh, senor. You do not trust me.
I don't trust anybody until I see what it is. Do you want the job?
Oh, it's not a job, senor. It's a pleasure. You see, I am interested. This kind of thing is my life.
How soon will you have these?
You come back this evening, eh? This evening, senor.
I went back to the hotel and put the original manuscript and one copy into the hotel safe. Then when I turned around, I saw Anna Luce standing across the lobby watching me. I started toward her, but she turned and almost ran out of the hotel. Seeing her run from me like that hurt. But I had to go through with it. And I had a feeling that it was mostly for her that I was doing it. And to kill time till I could go back to Najarro's, I bought a copy of Prescott's book, The Conquest of Peru, hoping to read up on the Incas and perhaps find a clue to the manuscript. As it turned out, that was unnecessary, because while I sat there in the hotel patio, I had a visitor.
Hello, chum.
Well, Jefferson, what's new in the papers?
Yeah, you're smarter than I thought. Smart enough not to have it on you, then or now, huh? Maybe we better be partners.
Partners?
Yeah, you've got the package. I know what it means.
I'll know what it means, too, very shortly.
You didn't give it to Najarro?
How'd you know about him?
He's the only logical one. And he'd give his soul to get his hands on that manuscript. He's worse than Berean, you fool.
Don't worry, he hasn't got it and he won't get it. He's merely translating isolated words.
Hey, you are smart, aren't you? But even that may be dangerous. We've got to beat him to it.
To what?
To millions, literally millions in gold. Lost Inca treasure. You can read about it in that book you have there, how they had so much gold they paved the streets with it. How they hid it away, buried it when their empire fell to the Spaniards. It's all there. And the manuscript you have gives the exact directions on how to find one part of it. A part that's sure to be worth $1 million at present values.
No wonder everyone's after it.
Now look, there's no time to waste. Give me the manuscript, I can translate it.
You're a man of many accomplishments.
I've been an archaeologist. Never mind that. I can translate it. If we're going to be partners.
I'll think it over. So, I had in my hands and the key to the lost treasure of the sun, a fabulous cache of small, solid gold statues from the palaces of the great Incas. Oh, it was a little breathtaking, and I was still in the clouds when I went back to Najarro's that night. He was very pleasant. He gave me the translations, took the second batch of words. I paid him with a traveler's check because he wanted American dollars. Then he entertained me a while, showing me some of his Inca relics. Well, an hour passed before I could break away and get back to the hotel. I went to the desk to get the manuscript so I could start working on the translation. But when I asked for it...
Why, Senor Colby, did you not get your package?
What do you mean?
We gave it to your messenger, the young lady, not an hour ago.
My messenger?
See? Just as you instructed in this note. That is your signature, is it not?
My Yes. Yes, it is. Now, at last, I had it figured. A girl. Anna Luce, of course. She'd seen me put the manuscript in the safe. But the signature... It was my signature. Or rather, a reasonable facsimile, a clever tracing. Who could have done it? What had I signed recently? And then I remembered. The traveler's check at Najarro's. He'd asked for it, American dollars. And suddenly I knew the truth. Anna Luce in Najarro. He was her patron. It was for him all the time that she'd been trying to get it. And they'd beaten me. Only not quite. I still had up in my hotel room between the pages of Prescott's book the third print of the manuscript, and they didn't know about that. I hurried up and got it, and then I went to Jefferson's room.
Yeah? Who is...
That makes us even, Jefferson. Now we're partners. So get up and get to work on this print. Come on.
I'll fix you later, chum. Right now, what changed your mind?
Najarro got the original. We'll have to work fast.
Huh?
The treasure will be at Cusco, won't it?
Sure. The old Inca capital. Or near there.
Then while you're working, I'll get the tickets to Cusco. We'll leave on the first train. We rode all night on the mountain train to Cusco, and Jefferson sat there in the swaying coach translating. By morning, we had it. The directions to $1 million in gold, maybe more. In Cusco, we obtained burros and supplies and an Indian guide named Tasho. And by sundown, we were in the shadows of the tremendous, brooding ruins of the Inca Palace. Even in ruins, it was something you'd never forget. And I got the eerie feeling that the dead Incas were watching us with hate in their eyes. Then Tasho started pacing out the directions from the manuscript, striking down the hill, out across the valley. We followed with the equipment. We were looking for a certain stone. At first, we couldn't find it.
An egg-shaped boulder by the side of the stream, it said. There's no stream here.
Yeah. Wait a minute. That was centuries ago. Maybe since then it was made into one of these irrigation ditches. Let's look at that one over there.
Maybe you're right. Come on.
We finally found the boulder half buried in the hillside. Then it took us most of the night to dig around it, loosen it, and finally topple it over. It was just dawn when we got down to the last perfectly fitted stone.
Hurry up. The minute it gets light, this place will be swarming with Indians coming out to work the fields.
Okay, this is the last. Have Tasho lend a hand, will you?
Right. Come on, Tasho. Easy now. There.
Good Lord.
Look at that. Just feast your eyes on that.
Solid gold. And look at the beautiful carving. These are magnificent, priceless pieces.
Not priceless, chum. They'll bring a very pretty price when they're melted down to bullion.
Oh, no, you couldn't destroy works of art like this.
No? Come on, let's load them up.
We had to hurry loading the small but heavy gold statues on Tasho's burros because it was fast getting light. Once some Indians passed not 50 yards from us, but they didn't see us. We were at last finished, and suddenly Jefferson turned to me.
Okay, chum. So long.
Huh? What? What's the idea of the gun, Jefferson?
Just for you, chum. You've got a stronger heart than Berean. I'll have to shoot you.
So you did kill Berean?
Just scared him to death. Stuck the gun in his face. Ready now? Say goodbye, chum.
It seemed like I was in a dream. I lay dreaming for an endless time. Faces came and went. I thought I saw Anna Luz, and she gave me a drink of water. And then later, much later, I woke up and saw her again.
Senor Colby, can you hear me?
Then I knew it was no longer a dream. She was real. And behind her stood Najarro.
Senor Colby.
Hello, Ana Luz. How'd you get here? Wherever it is.
You are in Senor Najarro's suite at the hotel. We brought you here yesterday after the Indians found you.
Thanks. How am I?
You are going to be all right. Jefferson shot you, but only in the shoulder. Some Indians were nearby, and he had to run for it. So he just threw you in the pit and left you to bleed to death.
And you saved my life.
Well, it was not I, but the Indians who found you.
Thanks anyway. And, Jefferson got away with the gold?
See? Senor Colby, can you tell us anything to help us recover it? The government offers you a big reward if you can.
The government? You told them?
Si. I always intended to give it to them anyway. It is only that, like Berean, I am an archaeologist. I had hoped that it might be my name that was remembered as the discoverer of the treasure of the sun. But now, can you help us, senor?
Yes, I think I can. But for a price.
I have told you there will be a reward.
No, more than that. I want you to give Ana Luz her freedom.
But But, senor, she is free. She is no longer my servant. She is like my daughter.
Well, evidently she still feels an oppressive debt to you. Isn't that right, Ana Luz?
See, it is.
But
You see, senor? Will you release her?
But of course, senor, she owes me nothing.
Senor, until the treasure is recovered and Senor Najaro's name is placed on it as the discoverer, I can never feel free, even so.
All right, then we'll get the treasure. Help me out of this bed.
Oh, senor, you
Do you
cannot...
think I can stay here knowing how much this means to you, Ana Luz? Come, we must hurry.
See, but where?
Coming up on the train, Jefferson talked about taking the treasure out of Peru by way of Puno and Lake Titicaca, across the lake to Bolivia.
I see, of course. Then we must charter a plane and fly to Puno at once.
We flew up to the lake 12,000 feet high in the Andes with the government commandant. He had a company of soldiers stationed there. Jeff would be able to get in, but our job was to be sure he didn't get out. Soon after we arrived, his soldiers brought in the word. They had found the body of Tasho, shot in the outskirts of town.
Then he is here already.
And he's unloading excess baggage in his own familiar way.
We shall search every house. We shall scour this entire shore of the lake. We'll find him. He will hang for murder.
Commandant, there's no way he can get around the lake by land, is there?
Senor, these are some of the highest mountains in the world. It is impossible. And there is only one ship to the Bolivian shore. It leaves in the morning. We shall search every inch of it. He shall not get away now.
But by morning we weren't so sure. Every house had been searched, the shore had been scoured, and the ship gone over inch by inch. Jeff was nowhere to be found. The Bolivian steamer was whistling impatiently for clearance to set sail. They cared nothing for the search, since there is no love lost between the two countries. Finally, the commandant let them go. He could do nothing else. And as we all stood and watched, it pulled away.
I did what I could. I could not hold him any longer.
I am afraid that we have missed him.
I know it. I feel it. He has escaped.
Ana Luz, don't cry.
Oh.
Perhaps still there's a chance.
No, he is gone. I will never feel free now.
Wait a minute, what's that? Look, out in the channel. A little native raft. It's making for the steamer, trying to head it off in the channel. That's him! Come on! The commandant and I jumped into the police launch at the pier. It looked like a close race.
If they stop...
They're slowing down for him. What if he gets aboard? Will they let us have him?
No. The Bolivians would only laugh at us.
Then we've got to make it. We've got to. The commandant got everything he could out of the launch, but Jeff had almost reached the ship when we got there. We swung around the steamer and...
Halt! Stop!
Swing in between him and the boat. There!
Stand where you are, Senor Jefferson. You are under arrest.
And when Jefferson saw me, hate filled his eyes. The hate that's part of the gold fever. And he raised his gun and pointed it at me. It was lucky for me that the commandant was quick on the draw. Might have been me instead of Jefferson who toppled over into the water.
Oh, Senor Colby, how can I ever repay you?
Ana Luz, you don't owe me or anybody anything now. This is no way to start... to start your new life.
Thank you, Senor Colby. You have made me very happy. I hope that we shall meet again.
But, you're leaving? Why?
I must get back to Callao and tell Carlos.
Carlos?
Si, the man I love. The man I may now marry. Adios, senor.
Senor Colby, you are a hero. You shall have a big reward. And the people of Peru will honor you.
Perhaps. But they'll fall in love with guys by the name of Carlos.
Escape is produced and directed.
We are parked at the last lonely station before our final destination to endure this claustrophobic wait in the dark. We turn the radio dial one last time to the year 1950. Settle into the shadows for our final tale of the night as dangerous assignment plunges us into the sweltering depths of Keep Chromite Mine Operated.
Yeah, danger is my assignment. I get sent to a lot of places I can't even pronounce. They all spell the same thing, though, trouble. But when I walk into the commissioner's office, I don't realize that this assignment's going to end up with me trying my best to blast myself right out of existence. Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning, Steve.
Well, what kind of a deal are you sending me on this time, Commissioner?
Steve, ever hear of chromite?
Chromite? Sure, that's the mineral they use in manufacture steel, isn't it?
Yes, and right now we need all the chromite we can get. Take a look at this map, Steve. See this small country in the Balkan area?
Yep.
There's a large chromite mine there near the small village of Dravna, up in the mountains near the border, right beside this pass into the next country. These two countries, incidentally, are pretty unfriendly right now.
Oh, great. One of those deals, huh?
Yes, but the point is, we've made an agreement with this small country permitting us to operate that mine. We get chromite, and our money helps put them back on their feet.
Oh, sounds like a cozy little arrangement.
It was, until things started happening recently.
What kind of things?
In the last week, 2 mine workers have been found hanging at the end of a chain.
Oh, sounds like somebody doesn't want us to operate that mine, Commissioner.
Steve, there's more to this story than I've told you, but I want you to hear it firsthand.
Who from?
A man named Getnick. He's the mine foreman, and he's waiting for you in the city of Larno. That's where your plane lands. Now get over there, Steve. Find out who's behind all this and then smash them. We've got to keep that mine operating. Well, that's it. You've got your assignment. Good luck.
Sure. I've got my assignment. All I have to do is fly to a trouble spot in the Balkans, talk to a mine foreman named Getnick, and find out why a few assorted mine workers are winding up with chains around their necks. I get all the easy ones. Well, it's Tuesday when my plane lands at Larno, and I head for Getnick's house.
Yes?
Oh, are you Mrs. Getnick?
Yes, what do you want?
I'm Steve Mitchell from the United States. I'd like to talk to your husband.
Why?
Why, I understand he's the foreman of a chromite mine up in the mountains near the village of Dravna. I'd like to talk to him about the things that have been happening up there lately, the men that they've found hanged by chains.
I'm afraid my husband cannot tell you much about that, Mr. Mitchell.
Why not?
This morning he was found hanging from the end of a chain, dead.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
You are sorry. That is nice. I am sorry. And Anton? He is dead.
Mrs. Getnick.
He did not believe in the curse of the castle. He found out too late. It is true.
What do you mean, the curse of the castle?
Above the mine, right on top of the mountain, stands a deserted castle. The legend is that one day, hundreds of years ago, the baron who lived there was found hanging from a chain. And a curse on those mountains ever since.
I see. Look, Mrs. Getnick, that kind of a legend is something that superstitious mountain villagers like to scare each other with on winter nights. But you, living here in the city, surely you don't believe...
I was born in those mountains, Mr. Mitchell. Those are my people. I tell you, that curse still lives. If it were not for Lubo, they would have all moved out of the village by now.
Who's Lubo?
A brave man, yes, and a good one. It is he alone who has been able to keep the other villagers from fleeing.
Oh, thank you very much for your information, Mrs. Getnick. I think I'll go up to the village in the morning and see what I can find out from Lubo.
I see. You're like the others, Mr. Mitchell.
What others?
Those who did not believe in the curse. Like my husband. So go ahead. Go to the village of Dravna. Laugh at the curse of the castle. And then one morning they will find you, too, dangling from the end of a chain.
And on that cheerful note, I leave Mrs. Getnick. The next morning, I rent a car and head up through some rolling hills toward the village of Dravna. 2 hours later, I come to the top of a rise. In the distance, perched on top of a mountain peak, I can see the castle and the village below it. I start down the rise, enjoying the peaceful view. And then things stop being peaceful all of a sudden. The shot blows out a front tire, and my car starts careening down the grade. I fight for control a few seconds, but I'm getting nowhere. Then I spot a bank, and I plow into it. I dive out of the car and start running across the meadow for cover. There's a clump of trees 100 yards away. If I can make it, I'll be okay. Then another slug kicks up the dust 2 feet ahead of me. I try another direction. Again, a shot ahead of me. I start running back to the car. This time the slug hits only a foot in front of me. The sniper's got me zeroed in, and by this time I've got a healthy respect for his aim. So I stand still and wait. Pretty soon a slender figure starts down the hill toward me, wearing heavy boots and a leather jacket and carrying a rifle with a telescopic sight.
Don't move.
What? Hey, you're a girl.
Don't let that give you confidence. I shoot straighter than most men.
You're telling me. What's this all about?
Turn around.
Look, I've got no longing to be shot in the back.
I said turn around. If you don't, you'll get shot in the face. Maybe you'd like that better.
Brother, you're a determined little lady, aren't you? Okay, turn around it is.
All right. Now walk.
Where to?
Straight ahead. You will see where when the time comes. Move.
So I moved. She marches me up the road toward the village, much to my surprise. An hour later, I'm walking down the one and only street with the little sniper shooter's rifle still in my back, and all the villagers lining the street staring at me. I don't like what I see in their faces either. Fear and suspicion. Finally, we get to a blacksmith shop at the end of the street. Inside, there's an old gent whacking away at a piece of metal, and sitting on a crate in a corner, there's another man, younger and very rugged looking, and right now he's giving me a very cold stare. The old gent stops hammering as soon as he spots us.
Oh, Magda, where have you been? I have been worried about you.
I have been on watch in the hills, Grandpapa. And see what I have caught.
Who is this man, Magda?
Look, I don't know what this is all about, but...
Silence. Let Magda speak.
He is a stranger, and he was approaching the village.
Oh, this is a crime? Brother, you folks are really short on hospitality, aren't you?
Evil things have been happening here in our village, stranger. We want to know about everyone who comes here and why.
So you send your granddaughter out to have a little target practice, huh?
Magda went without my knowledge.
My fiancée is devoted to the preservation of our village. Unfortunately, her zeal sometimes is greater than her sense.
But, Lubo, you yourself told me that...
Wait a minute. She called you Lubo?
That is my name. Why?
And you're the guy I came here to see.
So? Who are you?
Steve Mitchell.
I do not recognize the name.
Well, maybe you'll recognize these credentials of mine. You better take a look at them.
Yes. Indeed, I do recognize them. We owe you an apology for our rudeness.
Lubo, I don't understand what...
Mr. Mitchell is a representative of the United States, my dear. He is here to help us. I am sorry for the reception Magda gave you, Mitchell. With what has been happening here, our entire village is on edge.
Well, no harm done. Only I'd hate to have your fiancée shooting at me if she really meant to hit me. I'll bet you're one guy who'll never step out of line.
Please,
Yes, I'm afraid I would not last long. But come, Mitchell. We will have a drink, and I will tell you all I can about our trouble.
So the whole village is pretty panicky, huh, Lubo?
Yes, I think they would all like to leave, but as long as there is an ounce of strength in my body, they will not.
Well, from the looks of you, there's more than an ounce. You're the one boy who's holding them together right now, I take it.
Well, they seem to look at me as a sort of leader, perhaps because I'm one of the few villagers who's been away to school.
Look, what's your theory about what's happening? These guys getting hanged by chains. I've heard the curse of the castle, but...
Mitchell, I think that someone is using that legend, that curse, for his own purposes.
I see. Any idea who that might be?
Well, our relations with the neighboring country just over the mountains are not what one would call friendly. We believe in freedom, they do not.
I get it.
That mine is the symbol of our strength. I will keep it operating if I have to.
How are you going to operate it if you don't have enough workers?
I will continue to do as I have done for the last month. Each time there is a murder, some of the mine workers quit and leave the village. So I go down to the city and bring more workers up here. Men who are unafraid.
Well, that's a good plan, as long as you can keep finding new men. You know, I'd like to take a look at that castle. How do I find it?
Follow the trail up to the top of the mountain. You cannot miss it.
Okay, I'll check with you later, Lubo. I head along the trail up the mountain to the castle. It perches there on the ridge just like a giant vulture overlooking the mountain pass between the two countries. I push open a creaky metal door and go inside. There are cobwebs all around the place, and a couple of bats make passes at my head. From the looks of the place, it isn't hard to see why the villagers think it's haunted. I start outside, then I freeze. There's a faint sound, like a clank of metal. The pleasant picture of me hanging at the end of a chain suddenly flashes through my mind. I try to shake it off. Then I hear the clank again. And this time I know it isn't my imagination. I whirl around, but just then something hard wraps around my throat. I try to get my hands up to it, but I can't. It keeps getting tighter. Everything's swimming in front of my eyes. I try for one more breath, but I don't make it. The floor comes up at me fast and hits me right in the face.
Steve Mitchell will continue his dangerous assignment in just a moment. You know, tomorrow can be a real nice day. The sun can seem shinier, the air can seem crisper, the grass can seem greener. And you can get more enjoyment out of living if you want to. Break into that day with a bowl full of Wheaties. That's what I said. Wheaties with milk and the kind of fruit you especially like. Or Wheaties with milk and no fruit. Or just Wheaties. You think that's going pretty strong on Wheaties? Well, now really it isn't. Because Wheaties are whole wheat. And what a powerful lot of whole wheat Wheaties are. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. That's why a bowl full of Wheaties pops with so much high-stepping, day-brightening energy. Energy right after you get up from the breakfast table. Energy all morning long. Wheaties have it, and it's for you. Whole wheat goodness. Of course, you don't have to think about vitamins and minerals when you eat those Wheaties. Just pass that milk, fill that bowl, pull up a spoon, and get Wheaties happy. It's the easiest thing in the world to do, spooning into sunny, whole wheat Wheaties. Try them for an awfully nice start on that nicer day I've been talking about. Tomorrow, see for yourself how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11. Breakfast of champions. And that's a promise. Indeed it is.
Dimitri, drag his body over here behind the wall.
Very well.
So. Oh, he is starting to recover.
Here are some papers I found in his pocket.
Let me see them. Steve Mitchell, United States agent. What? Dimitri!
What? How could we have known in the dark?
Oh, my throat. Mr. Mitchell.
What? Who are you?
Lieutenant Siska of the military.
Military?
Yes. My men and I are the border patrol here.
Wait a minute. Are you the guys who choked me a few minutes ago?
A regrettable incident for which I apologize.
Oh, great. Not again.
Again?
You people really make a guy who's trying to help you feel right at home.
I am indeed sorry, but you must understand that we are right on the border here. And with this situation as it is, we can take no chances. Everyone found in the vicinity of the pass is under suspicion.
Well, instead of half strangling me, you might have fired a shot over my head or something. I'd have been very happy to cooperate.
No, a shot fired on the border is not good. From such things as that, an incident can be manufactured. An incident which might be used as an excuse for an attack upon us. But, come. In order to show you hold no grudge against me, please, you must come back to the village and we drink together, eh?
You know, that's a real quaint custom you've got in this country. First you half kill a man and then you buy him a drink. Well, I'm in favor of the second part of it anyway. Let's go. The village looks pretty deserted, Lieutenant.
Yes, with this talk of the curse of the castle, everyone keeps to their own house at night, Mr. Mitchell.
Lieutenant Siska!
Oh, it is Lubo.
And Magda.
Hey, come quickly.
Where to?
Grandfather's blacksmith shop.
What is the matter, Lubo?
I do not know, Siska. A moment ago, a small boy ran through the street screaming.
Screaming what?
The blacksmith shop. The blacksmith shop. That's all he said.
Here we are.
All dark. Hey. What's that sound?
I have a flashlight. There.
There is no one here. There is Grandpapa.
Mitchell, look. Overhead.
What? Brother.
Ooh, hanging from the rafter by a chain.
Grandpapa. No, Grandpapa.
Lubo leads Magda away, and Siska and I get the body down. By the time we get outside, the whole village is turned out. By torchlight, Lubo is trying his best to hold them together. But it's easy to see he's fighting an uphill battle.
Who will be killed next?
You superstitious fools, listen to me. Whoever is murdering our people is doing it to disunite us. So we will not be able to operate the mine.
We are leaving now. We are leaving.
No, do not go. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Well, I suppose we are beaten, Mitchell.
Most of the villagers took a powder, huh?
Yeah, as you saw.
How many men do you figure are left in the village?
As far as I can tell, only those which I have brought to replace the villagers who fled after the other murders. Well, in the morning I will go back down to the city and find more replacements.
You're really all out on this deal, aren't you?
Yes, I am, as you say, all out.
Why?
That is a good question. Why, indeed. Sometimes I wonder, how much is a dream worth?
A dream?
The dream of a small boy who grew up in this village, who saw great possibilities for a happy, peaceful, prosperous life for this village. A boy who went away to study, to learn, then came back here to help make that dream come true.
I see.
But what is the good of burdening you with my dreams? I want to go
Lubo!
on...
Mr. Mitchell! Oh, Lieutenant Siska. What's the matter?
Trouble. What could be more trouble than we have already had, Siska?
This.
One of my men just returned from across the border on a scouting mission. He reports a large column of troops heading toward the pass.
What?
Yes. Yes, they should reach their entrance to the pass in 2 hours. And further, he says they are setting up artillery at the foot of the mountain on their side. The thing we have all feared has happened at last. We will be attacked, invaded.
No. We may be attacked, yes, but invaded, no. Have you radioed the colonel in the city, Siska?
Yes, just now. He is dispatching a brigade of troops. They should arrive shortly after dawn.
Then I will round up what men and weapons there are in the village. We will try to hold the pass and the castle against the enemy until our troops arrive.
How much further to the pass, Siska?
100 feet ahead of us is a point from which we can look down into it.
Brother, it really gets cold up here.
Yes. What time is it, Mr. Mitchell?
4 a.m.
Already it is starting to get light. The enemy troops will probably arrive at their side of the pass in another hour.
Yeah. And your troops from the city won't be here for 2 more hours. I still don't see how Lubo and his boys can hold the pass till then.
Stop here and I think you will see. There. Now observe the pass. Anyone attempting to come through from the other side must pass through the narrow part directly below us. A handful of men stationed here and in the castle above us can prevent that passage, or at least delay it for several hours, with luck until our troops arrive.
Yeah, I see it now. But speaking of the handful of men, where are they?
Lubo must have taken them all to the castle. Come. He's probably giving them their orders. Then we will send some of them to the pass and keep the rest in the castle, which will serve as an observation post.
You know, you boys seem to have this deal pretty well worked out.
Oh, Lubo has rehearsed it many times.
Well, here we are. You know, this castle gets gloomier every time I see it.
Here are Lubo and his men.
Siska, Mitchell, I've been waiting for you.
Hey, you got a lot more weapons here than I figured. Rifles, machine guns, grenades. You got the works.
I've been collecting them for some time.
Yes. Even I did not realize you had so much, Lubo.
What is the matter, Siska?
You have made a mistake.
Have I?
Yeah, the machine guns. They're pointing the wrong way, towards your end of the pass.
You're quite right. But let me assure you, this is no mistake.
What? Lubo, what do you mean?
I'm afraid I get it. Too late.
Too late indeed, Mitchell.
5th columnist. Then all this time you've been working with our enemies.
Your enemies, Siska. My friends.
You dirty, traitorous dog.
Well, it's a pretty neat deal, Luba. Every time you murdered a villager, several of them left in a panic. Then you went to the city and got your own stooges to replace them.
Exactly.
You will not last long when our brigade of troops get up here, Lubo.
You underestimate me. Up in the tower of the castle is one of my men with radio equipment. He's in contact with artillery on the other side of the mountain and will spot for them. As your troops pass, Siska, they will be cut to pieces by artillery fire.
Got it all figured out, haven't you, Luba?
Completely, even to the fate of Siska and yourself.
What do you mean?
Observe the 2 lengths of chain on the floor near you. After you have had the dubious pleasure of watching a complete victory for my cause, both of you will be hanged from those chains, the curse of the castle, you know. Quite fitting, isn't it, gentlemen?
You will hear the conclusion of Dangerous Assignment in just a moment. First, here is the Wheaties man, Frank Martin. If you're a mother or a father with a warm spot in your heart for pink-cheeked, happy-eyed youngsters, here's something you should know. Good food builds good health, and Wheaties are good food. Now, I don't know what you've been doing about the breakfast for the kiddies, But did you know there's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake? With a sunny, wholehearted goodness of field-grown wheat in every flake? With a full strength of whole wheat vitamins, minerals, proteins in every flake? Well, it's true. Whole wheat in all its richness. That's what you furnish when you fill the cereal bowl with Wheaties. Don't slip up. See that they get Wheaties. Crisp, sunshiny, good. Pour on the milk, put on the fruit, and know the youngsters are getting all that whole wheat can give. Do that now. Wheaties. Breakfast of champions.
Well, along about now, I'm looking like a real poor insurance risk. According to Lubo, as soon as his artillery finishes blasting Siska's troops out of existence, Siska and I are due for the wrong end of a chain. Luba and his boys are lined up at the windows waiting for the first sight of the brigade, leaving an armed guard stationed in front of the door, which leads up to the tower. And one look at that guard's face tells me he'd like nothing better than to give that itchy trigger finger of his a workout in our direction.
Mr. Mitchell, what can we do?
I'd sure like to get to that radio up in the tower.
Yes, so we could warn our troops. But how can we do it? The door is 10 feet away from us, and that guard would shoot us down the minute we started for him.
Yeah, I know. Wait a minute.
What is it?
Those lengths of chain on the floor near us. The one Lubo's reserved for us.
What about them?
One of them's only a couple of feet from me. Look, try to shield me from the guard's eyes while I get a hold of it.
You think you can hit the guard with it from here?
You got any better ideas?
No, but
Look, Lubo and the others have their backs turned to us. It's our only chance. Did the guard see me take that step?
No.
Okay, I've got hold of the end of the chain now. When I yell, flatten yourself against the wall and I'll whip it at him. If it works, we dive for the door and bolt it behind us. Then we head for the tower.
Very well. I'm ready.
Now!
You got him!
Me too!
Quick, inside the door.
Yeah.
Let's get it bolted, quick!
All right. Open this door!
Come on, up the stairs. We've got to work fast.
Yeah.
Luba and his men will break down the door.
Yeah, I know. It'll take them a little while, though. Those doors are thick. Good. There's another door at the top here.
I will close it.
What is the matter?
Mitchell, the radio operator.
Yep.
Wait, you're not to be here.
Hand over that walkie-talkie, Buster.
No.
Maybe this hammerlock will convince you.
Stop.
That's better.
Now we can warn our troops.
I got a better idea. What's the code name of your artillery, Buster? Come on, open up before your arm turns into a pretzel.
Stop. This valley.
Valley, huh? Okay, what's Lubo's code name?
Hilltop. Please, my arm.
Okay.
Now.
Mitchell, he's trying to smash the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, I got him. Oh!
Okay, get on that walkie-talkie and call the artillery. Use the code names Valley and Hilltop.
I don't understand.
You will.
Very well. Hilltop to valley. Hilltop to valley. Over.
Valley to hilltop. Go ahead.
Now what?
They've probably already got an initial range and deflection set on the guns. Tell them to fire one salvo.
What?
That's right. I want to see where it lands.
Oh, I hope you know what you are doing, Mr.
So do
Mitchell.
I.
Hilltop to valley. Fire one salvo at initial setting.
Listen, Lobo and his boys must have broken down the first door. They're heading up the stairs.
Yes.
Open up!
I'm sorry, Lobo.
What are you doing in there?
There's your answer, Lobo.
The salvo landed just below the pass on our side.
Okay. Give them this correction, Siska. Down 1,000 yards, left about 3 mills.
Down 1,000, left 3. Oh, Mr. Mitchell, do you realize what you are doing?
Sure, I'm zeroing in that artillery onto this castle.
I can hear you, Mitchell. You are just bluffing.
Am I? Send the correction, Siska.
But we may be killed if the salvo hits the castle.
We're going to be dead anyway as soon as they break down that door. This is our only chance to scare them away. Send the correction.
Hilltop to valley. Down 1,000, left 3. Over.
Valley to hilltop. Down 1,000, left 3. Received.
Listen, Luba's heading downstairs. I guess he got it through his head. I wasn't bluffing. Okay, get down on the floor, Siska, and try to shield that walkie-talkie as much as you can.
Mitchell, this is insane.
You're telling me.
But just lying here waiting for the salvo to land.
You might try a few prayers while you're waiting. Hold it.
Mitchell, are you all right?
Yeah, just shaken up. I'm going to take a look out the window. Salvo hit the base of the castle, Siska, and it sounds like it hit a few of Lubo's boys, too.
Look, there goes Lubo running for that jeep.
Yeah, I guess he's the only one that didn't get hit.
Mitchell, he's heading for the road which leads down the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, and us without even a slingshot.
He will get away.
Hey, a rifle shot.
Lubo is hit.
Oh, brother. Right over the side of the mountain. Well, I guess that's the end of Lubo.
But where did the shot come from?
Look, kneeling beside the pass down there. There's your answer.
Why, it is Magda.
Yeah, Lubo's girl. Or I should say ex-girl. Looks like she finally tumbled to him.
Yes, he killed her grandfather and betrayed her country. She killed him.
Pretty fitting.
But Mr. Mitchell, we're not out of trouble yet.
Well, I think with us spotting for that artillery, there's not much chance that they'll hit your troops. Matter of fact, if you wanted to be real cruel about it, you might arrange to have them drop a few shells on their own troops. I think that'd slow up the advance until your boys get to the pass.
Yes, I think that might be arranged. So, the traitor Lubo did not have the victory he planned.
No, I guess not. You see, Lubo thought he had everything figured out, but he ran into one thing nobody can figure out.
You mean your strategy?
No, I mean a woman.
The sudden jolt of the locomotive breaks the heavy silence, and our spooky train finally pulls out of the station. The scorching desert wind returns, blowing through the open windows as the first pale light of dawn begins to crack the dark horizon. We have survived the claustrophobia of the night, leaving the ghosts and the blistering heat behind on the tracks. Thank you for riding with us tonight on the midnight frequency of Old Pete Radiowave nostalgia. If this sweltering journey through the golden age of radio brought a chill to your sweat-drenched skin, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Your support keeps the furnace burning and the wheels turning on our endless tracks through the past. Until the next time you find yourself wandering the empty desert roads, keep your dial tuned to the shadows.